It's the FA Cup third round and it's happening at Old Trafford. United is hosting Everton and the team news has been really let out by our manager, Erik ten Hag. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? Smash the like button, comment and share. And this segment is known as the match build-up. If at all you never knew it, it happens an hour or 30 minutes to the start of the game of United, where even if it's a friendly FA Cup, Carabao Cup, UEFA Europa League, Premier League, Champions League, and very many others. We are always here to really let you know of what United is all about right about here onto our channel. Many others known as United Matters channel. So smash the like button. We are left with 200 subscribers to hit 10,000 subscribers, and this is where I call upon everyone who is really watching in on this channel to continue and really show the love, reciprocate, because when you do that, things really get to the levels they're supposed to be going on here onto the United Matters channel. As it stands, United have really gone ahead to make some good changes as United plays Everton, though Erik ten Hag has gone strong. And him going strong, meaning that we are really in need of this. And to me, it will play in the favor of Erik ten Hag if at all he goes ahead and win the FA Cup, because it will really prolong his stay at Manchester United. Look at Mikel Arteta at Arsenal. The reason as why he's at Arsenal and he has not been shaken ever since he came in through and really had two terrible seasons, it's because he really won the FA Cup and the Community Shield, and he showed them that I'm the right man for the job, and obviously went ahead to go on and really confirm it, and you see where he is right now. And when you look at the experience of Mikel Arteta, it's not like that of Erik ten Hag. So why not really go in and really give this man time to see to it that we'll win some things for United? And he says every game is important for United, no taking any game for granted. We are here to win our games and really find ourselves in competing competitions. So Rokan David is my name. Don't forget to smash the like button, comment and share, and let's get into this. And for tonight, these are the players that ten Hag has really gone ahead to name to see to it that United plays against Everton and we get a win. So, David De Gea, Bruno Fernandes, captaining the team, Anton Martial, Rashford, Malacia, Ericsson, Casemiro, Rafael Varane, Dalot, Anthony, Shaw. When we look at the starting 11 of Manchester United, Dalot never started in the game against Bournemouth, but he's here. Anthony never started, Malacia never started, but is here, and Rafael Varane, meaning that 4 changes have been made by Erik ten Hag, and obviously he's trying to rotate and really refresh his squad to keep it fit for the very tight fixture that United is really experiencing in this season. Now, the substitutes include Tom Heaton, Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Martinez, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Freddie Scott McTominay, Elanga, and Alejandro Garnacho. So, that is how Erik ten Hag has really gone ahead to name his starting 11 against Everton today at Old Trafford. A must win, because we win this one, we go ahead and prepare for the game against Charlton on Monday. Is it Monday? I think it's Monday in the Carabao Cup. Then we prepare for the game of Man City. So ten Hag has gone strong, obviously, and we are really wanting a win in this game of football. Let's go to Everton. We are having Pickford, Coleman, Mielenko, Joffrey, Cody, Tarkowski, Onana, Gabi, Iwobi, Gray, and Maupe. That is the starting 11 of Everton. Substitutes include Begovic, Holgate, McNeil, Calvert-Lewin, Gordon, Mina, Dokore, Davies, and Simeons. And I'm worried I'm not seeing Ghana. What happened to Ghana? Did he get an injury? Because in the starting 11, I'm not seeing him there. Even on the bench, I'm not seeing there. And you see, these are choices that players make. I believe Everton signed in James Garner, and they never really made a very huge utilization of him. I believe they are really underusing him at this club, because he's really one of the best players that I believe were signed by Everton, and they would have gone to give him enough playing time. So that is the starting 11 of Manchester United, and let's get into how we expect the lineup of United to be, or the system of United in this game of football. Now, United are coming in strong. As you see them, their system is 4-2-3-1, And we are having David De Gea in goal. Remember, he has kept clean sheets. I don't remember the last time even he conceded a goal. I think that was the game of Fulham. Not so? But at Old Trafford, he last conceded a goal in the game of what? Of Arsenal. Because after Arsenal, we played Newcastle 0-0. We played Tottenham Hotspur. It ended 2-0. We played Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup. All right, it was not David De Gea in the sticks, in between the sticks. That ended 4-2. Then we went ahead to play against Burnley 2-0. He was not in the sticks. We played Bournemouth and Nottingham. No conceding a goal for David De Gea. So in the Premier League games we played at Old Trafford, David De Gea last conceded a goal when we are playing Arsenal. That's it. So I think clean sheets are really becoming the order of the day for Manchester United, and most of you are really excited about them. And I know what it means to be having a team keeping clean sheet like this, because it's really positive and really takes you to the next level of really knowing that maybe your team is really great. Remember, Sir Alex Ferguson said, clean sheets win trophies and goals win matches. And if I told you go ahead and really see it, if I told you keep a clean sheet and you score one goal, you can win the game. And very many teams that have gone ahead to win the trophies, they've gone ahead to have one margin goal differences in very many games. And that's what United is going ahead to improve. And the good thing with us is we no longer score such goals. We really have increased the number of goals we're scoring, especially ever since we returned from the World Cup. We scored 2 past Burnley. We put 3 past Nottingham. We put 3 past Bournemouth. And I think it's only Wolverhampton Wanderers where we put 1 past them. And you know, it has always been a bogey side to Manchester United in the games we've been playing, game in or season in, season out. So it's the FA Cup. Last season, we are knocked out by which team in the FA Cup? Was it Leicester? I think, was it Leicester that knocked us out? There is a team that knocked us out in the FA Cup. So we never really reached far, but I believe this time round we are going to go ahead and really reach far. Diego Dero returns on the right back. Remember, he got an injury in the game of Morocco versus Portugal in the World Cup. He returned at Old Trafford, and in the game of Bournemouth, he came in through, played some bit of 20 minutes, and you saw the difference in between him and Aaron Wan-Bissaka going forward. Then we are having Rafael Varane returning. He was one of the unused substitutes in the game of Bournemouth. He never played. Now the manager has really gotten him some playing time. Remember, he played 70 minutes against Burnley, 90 minutes against Wolverhampton Wanderers. The manager rested him in the game of Bournemouth. Now he returns onto the right side of the central defense for Manchester United. Luke Shaw is playing as a left centre-back for United. Lisandro Martinez has been benched. He's really looking forward to really play, I think, in the game of Charlton to really find his match fitness as Erik ten Hag prepares him to play against a team called Man City. So Shaw had a very decent game in the game where he even scored a goal and was involved in the second one. That was the game of Bournemouth. He played well on the left back and did great to himself. But the 2 games he was played as a left centre back. He really looked good and we kept clean sheets. The game of Wolverhampton Wanderers, he played as a left centre back and played very well. The game against Nottingham, he played as a left centre back and played very, very well. So this is Luke Shaw being brought into the left back position by Erik ten Hag for the 3rd time in the last 5 games we played at Manchester United. Then Tyrell Malacia plays as a left back. I think Ten Hag has gone ahead to let him know that please copy a leaf from the game that Luke Shaw really gave United when you're beating Bournemouth by 3-0. Please go ahead and do the needful and see yourself doing that, because the more you do like what Shaw is doing, you are going to be able to dislodge Shaw from that position. What is he telling him about? He's telling him about being great in going forward, because we want to see Malacia going well in this side. Defensively is okay. His passing is really good, but his forward game, he makes good runs, but he doesn't risk himself enough in positions that are going to threaten the enemy of Manchester United. So we need to see him do what Luke Shaw did last time when we were playing against Bournemouth. That is something great that we need to go ahead and really see for Manchester United. Then the double pivot, obviously it has been maintained, Casemiro and Eriksen, and I believe this might be the last game we are seeing them playing together until the game of City. In the game of Charlton, I believe it's going to be a different game altogether, because Bruno is going to be away because he got a yellow card, a second yellow card in the game of Burnley. He's not going to feature against Charlton at Old Trafford. That means Casemiro, Eriksen, Bruno are going to be rested for the game of City. Although Casemiro and Eriksen will be make it to the bench, though Bruno won't make it to the bench, and they'll be monitoring the situation. If at all Charlton really tries to go ahead and really try to hurt United and knock us out at the quarter-final, because we are just 1 foot away from the semi-final, then the manager will really lift them up to come and play part. But I believe Scott McTominay, Freddie will get this done, according to me, as far as this game of football is concerned. And we might see Sancho, by the way, return in that game of football, because we need a central attack midfielder. Donny van de Beek would have played the role in that game. He's injured. He's nowhere to be seen, and it's an injury that might see him out for like 1 or 2 months of the season. Now, Anthony returning. He never played any part in the game we beat Bournemouth at Old Trafford. That was over the weekend. Now he comes in through to start on the right attacking side of the midfield. So Anthony is back. He had an injury, trained the next day, and now the manager has named him the starting 11 of United, and the manager has hinted about how Dalot and Anthony really look great, especially when they are playing onto the right side of United, because they complement themselves very, very well. For Bruno Fernandes, no question, he is trying to learn a lot and a lot. And by the way, he's improving a lot. I must admit, he's one of those players that are really improving a lot as far as really dictating the game is concerned. But I really want to see him do more to put him for me to put him into those levels of the people like De Bruyne and Martin Odegaard. Start-wise, he's there, but according to what he does, there are certain beats of the ball of the game that are really missing out in his game of football. He gives out balls easily. He goes in for flicks, Hollywood passes uncalled for. That is really something that Bruno should go ahead and really change. But I like him. I like Bruno, and he has done a very good job ever since he started captaining Manchester United. A sign that Harry Maguire is not wanted at the club. And Ten Hag putting Luke Shaw here when Maguire is 100% fit, it sends a message to Harry Maguire that you are no longer needed and wanted at the club of Manchester United. Better pack your goods and find your career elsewhere, because the captaincy that Bruno has gone ahead to hold for very many games has really put United in the 3rd position of the Premier League. We are in the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup. We are in the playoff of the UEFA Europa League. We are in the 3rd round of the FA Cup, and we are 9 points away from Arsenal, meaning that if we win against City and even beat Arsenal, we can see ourselves 6 points behind Arsenal, the table leader. So kudos to Bruno Fernandes. Very good work done, and he deserves all the appreciation because he has gone ahead to really put us in a position that all of us want us to be. 9 points away from the table leaders. I think we are having a peep at the trophy, though people don't want to admit it, but we are having a peep at the trophy. And with how I've read the news today that United are into for João Felix, and they've made an offer of 4 million euros and paying his salary until June of this year, I believe that addition to our team takes us into competition for the title. People won't like it, they won't say it, but I believe it is really a title contending signing if at all you bring in João Felix at Old Trafford. Then Marcus Rashford playing on the left attacking side of the midfield, as you see him here, just confident and good. I really like this guy. He's really gone ahead to gain himself back or put himself back into the positions we really expected him to be, because most of the times Rashford looked really bad and worrying last season when you're playing under Ralf Rangnick, because he really looked bad and he never at all looked like a player who wants to play the game of football. So last season he only scored 5 goals the entire season, but this time he has 13 goals minus the 3 scored in the World Cup. If at all you add the 3 scored in the World Cup, he's at 16 goals. But for Manchester United, he has scored 7 goals in the Premier League. 1, I think he has 1. Is it 1 in the Carabao Cup? Is he having 1 in the Carabao Cup? Those are 8. Then he has gone ahead to score like 3 goals in the UEFA Europa League. So he is really on fire, so much on form, and ever since we returned from the World Cup, he has been firing in and scoring a goal for Manchester United in all those games. He scored against Burnley, scored against Nottingham, scored against Wolverhampton Wanderers, and scored against Bournemouth. I believe he's going to go ahead and really get himself on the score sheet today. Now, let's go to the man who's leading the line, Anton Martial. Obviously, he has a record on Everton. He has gone ahead to score very many goals against them, and he knocked them out in the FA Cup of 2015 when he really scored that winner when he went to extra time. You remember that very well. I think Jesse Lingard and Anton Martial really played very, very well. But I believe this is a game for Anton Martial to score a goal because he last scored in the game of Nottingham. Now he has played against Bournemouth. He never scored. So I want to see Anton Martial on the score sheet to build his confidence that can go ahead and really score goals. Though the number of games has played for Manchester United really indicated that he is really one of those that is really good. Game per goal ratio is not bad, but I want to see him firing in again, because when he's firing in again and Rashford is doing the same, that puts us in a better position to go out and really get ourselves into striking or threatening the enemy a lot. When you're going to play City, you require Anton Martial to go ahead and really give you those goals, because they'll come in knowing that we are having Martial, Rashford, and Bruno Fernandes in the front three that can really cause havoc to Man City. But for Martial and City, you know it very well. He has scored very many goals against them. A brace in that game lost 6-2. He scored them against Old Trafford. Has been scoring a lot against City, and I believe you all know what it means to have a player like Martial on the field of play alongside Marcus Rashford. And I pray to it that this trio really gets to where we know it's supposed to be, because they are really a fantastic team. They are really a fantastic team. If at all you know them, when they link up very well, you'll see the magic that United will really be having, because these three in the season of 2019-2020, they averaged 60 goals. Martial had 23, Rashford had 22. Those are 44, and I think Bruno had like 18 in that season. So it shows you how better we get when these three are in form. And this man here, Anthony, I pray to it that he really finds his form, because when he really finds his form up and running, it really helps the squad of United to really find ourselves into a position that no one will really think we are really close to be in. So I believe United are really a better squad, and a better team has been fronted against Everton. Let's go to what Frank Lampard has really brought onto the field of play for today. So when you look at Everton, Frank Lampard is under pressure. They are considering sacking him from the club because of his very bad performances that has gone ahead to register. So we are here waiting to see how everything is going to go ahead and pan out. But this game of football might not be that one that is going to lead to his sacking, because Everton's main aim is to stay in the Premier League and perform well in the Premier League. That's why he's going to be playing Southampton over the weekend, and he's going to be playing Southampton next weekend, and that is going to be the most important game of Frank Lampard. He loses it, I think Wayne Rooney, the former legend of Manchester United, or the legend of Manchester United, and the highest goal-scoring player of Manchester United, will come and really take over the job. Now, they're having Pickford in goal. They've gone with a 5-man defense. Coleman, right back. Mialenko, left back. Tarkowski, Cody, and Godfrey into the back three. So, this is the same style they came up with when you're playing them at Goodson Park. Meaning that in the midfield they're having Gueye, Iwobi, and Onana. Obviously it's decent because when you look at Onana, Gueye, they are really great. Iwobi picking up his form at Everton and playing very well. So you expect lots of threats coming in from that side. Damian Gray and Maupe, these two are really deadly, especially the pace of this guy. And for Maupe, his ability to play that ball is really great and immense. So I see us really having a very hard time against Everton. I know they are going to play for their lives. They are going to put their bodies on the line. They are going to fight for the badge, because he's having some good players that he signed, like Connor Cody, Tarkowski, Gueye, Onana, and Maupe. All these players were signed by Frank Lampard, meaning that he has brought out all his soldiers to come out and really do him a job. But he has to put in mind that United has been here at Old Trafford and not been conceding goals. So he has to put it in mind that he's coming at a club that has not been conceding goals for a very, very long time. We've kept clean sheets ever since we played a team called Newcastle. We last conceded in the game of Arsenal. So at Old Trafford, we've not been conceding, apart from the 2 goals we conceded against Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup. So Everton needs to put itself into a condition of really taking United or taking over United and really winning the hearts of many at Old Trafford. Something that's not going to be easy for a team called Everton, because United is really up and running. But I believe that we are going to win this game of football, and I see we are nowhere not winning this game. I believe we are taking the points. We are going through to the 4th round of the FA Cup because the team is really fired up. The bench has some good options that the manager can come in and really bring. There is especially a player called Garnacho Alejandro. He can come in and really get the job done for United. And secondly, the return of Dalot gives us a more attack-minded mind to approach this game of football, because he is really going to be offering a lot on the right side. Remember, when Dalot has been away, it has only been the left side delivering magic in front of the team of Manchester United. So I believe more magic to coming through from the front 3, and this is the man who is really warming up. That is Diego Dalot, as you see him there at the club of Manchester United, trying to warm up and really tell people that I'm really here to get into the levels where I was. And I believe he's one of the best right backs in the league now, even in the world. If at all you go to his stats and what he has been giving United on the field of play. Diego Dalot, that is the man outside there. Let me show you the other man, the other player that has been really stretching and getting ready for the game of United versus Everton. It's the main man known as Casemiro. That is, Casemiro is the United man that is really doing the latest to see to it that he really finds himself into a no of really playing a very good game for Manchester United. That is Casemiro going ahead to do the needful and really warm up as United really takes on a side known as Everton. And there are some quotes that Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to put out that I'm really looking at to bring you on the screen to see to it that we go into this game of football. Now we are left with just 7 minutes for this game to kickstart off. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if you're totally watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner, that's the place to be. That is Anton Martial warming up for the club of Manchester United ahead of the game of Everton. So the players are fired up, and the only thing they're left with is to go on and really get this be done. We need to get this job done. Rest Saturday, Sunday, Monday we return, we play Charlton. Obviously, we rest for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then on Saturday, we'll be playing against a team known as Manchester City, something that we are waiting to see how we are going to approach City when you're having Casemiro in the central midfield, because last time when he was off, they won the midfield battle. When he returned, we won the midfield battle. So as things stand, it's really something great to have these players onto the field of play. I'm seeing the players, they are in the tunnel and they are trying to get onto the field of play to see to it that the game gets underway at Old Trafford. Now, when you look at Ten Hag, he has said Tyrell Malacia and Dalot, we have two fullbacks who can come into midfield, who can make overlaps, and we need that dynamism. I think it's dynamism in our build-up and possession. And I believe this is what is going to make this game hard for Everton. You know, playing at Goodson Park is different than playing at United, at Old Trafford. In a fired-up team like United, we've been getting in results ever since we returned from the World Cup. 4 wins out of 4. We've not conceded any goal. That puts us in a situation of really being one of the best teams in form right now. Everton might be scared about us, and United is really having a belief in them that we can get this result underway. And if at all you want to go ahead and really make a huge statement against City, beat Everton convincingly, because they were beaten recently by Nottingham Forest. Is it Nottingham? I think it was not Nottingham. Everton was beaten badly. Everton, their last game they played in the Premier League, they were battered. They conceded how many? 4 against Brighton. They conceded 4 against Brighton, and they had put up resistance for some good time. After conceding the 14th minute, they really looked solid, and they never really allowed any goal to go past their goal line. until after 37 minutes. So it shows you that they can really make it hard for you to score, but when you score one against them, you can really put more against them, because they went ahead to concede 3 goals in 6 minutes. In the 51st minute, Evan Ferguson scored, the 17-year-old wonder kid at Brighton. Then Solly March scored in the 54th minute. Then Pascal Grob scored in the 57th minute. It shows you that when you really put them onto the sword and you don't really press off or get the foot off the pedal, then you are really destined to go ahead and really hurt them. So Ten Hag is talking about the fullbacks, Dalot and Malacia. They are good playing in the midfield, meaning that they are going to go ahead and really scare the midfield or add numbers to our midfields and see to it that you're going to go ahead and really win it. So that is what Ten Hag is telling us about that team of United. And smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, subscribe, because we are left with just 200 subscribers to hit 10,000 subscribers. And let's come here and really make history together, because this is what we benefit from, me, and I benefit from you by watching again. So guys, let's grow this channel and let's see ourselves hit 10,000 subscribers as soon as possible. I'm having Asimwe Hillary. Thank you, brother to brother. Thank you, Asimwe Hillary. Thank you for always watching in. I love you, and thank you for always keeping it United Matters channel, and thank you for reciprocating the love. Then Mosingo Jafali 2-1 for Manchester United. I'm live here in Mbale. Thank you. Mbale. That is the eastern side of Uganda. How are you watching in Jafari? But to me, I believe we are even going to score more. People say it's not going to be an easy game, but I believe it's really going to be one of the game that is not going to be easy, but you're going to win it with a high score, because Everton is a team that has been conceding goals. You get? They conceded one against City. One will put his yardstick or benchmark on that, they drew against City. But let me tell you the problem of City. City has one problem, that when Haaland doesn't score, they find it hard to win games. That's it. Even the game of Chelsea, Haaland was closed down, marked very well by Koulibaly and Thiago Silva. He almost got one half chance, but he failed to turn it into a goal. And City were struggling, not until they brought on Mahrez and Jack Grealish to get that game done. But United is having lots of players that are really scoring in goals. For example, for us, we've been having a couple of different players scoring goals in our previous games. In the game of Burnley, it was Eriksen and Rashford. In the game of Nottingham, it was Rashford, Martial, and Fred. Wolverhampton Wanderers, it was Rashford. The game of Wolverhampton Wanderers, Rashford, Casemiro, and Luke Shaw. So I think our goals are evenly distributed, and no one has the authenticity to talk about us not scoring goals, very many goals against Everton, because our goals can come from anywhere. I know they're a decent side. They're going to come out and really make it hard for us to score and play, but I'm 100% sure they are going to follow the sort of United. They might play pragmatically, make it hard for us to go past them, but I believe we have all the tools to win against them. This is Old Trafford, 75,000 stadium seater as it stands now. You can't let me know that we are not going to really beat them. This is a statement that's supposed to make today. Erik ten Hag has changed the mentality of this team. It has been turned into a fortress, and we have to go ahead and really register wins as far as I'm concerned. Asimwe Hillary, you are telling me that love you, bro. I love you too. And the game has really kickstarted off with United. Obviously, the ball coming to their half, and it's Eriksen playing it back to find Malacia. And Malacia gets the ball out, and it's a throw-in for Manchester United. And that has been Everton trying to go ahead and really press, but Malacia is holding the ball right now. He's going to throw or to make a throw in for that ball of United against Everton. So a brush by Bruno Fernandes, and obviously it goes begging. Then it looks like it's a throw in for Everton. So it looks like Everton have gone ahead to pack their midfield. They want lots of things to happen to us, but I believe we are not going to entertain any nonsense from this team. We are here to do business. Ten Hag hinted on United Old Trafford Stadium becoming a fortress. And obviously, that is what it's turning into, and let no one lie to you that we are not winning this game of football. I believe we are winning it. We are winning it, and we are taking these 3 points home to it that we go on to the 4th round, and we don't know where the draw is going to place us in the 4th round of the FA Cup, but all I know, we are winning this game of football. Thank you guys for watching in through. Allow me leave you in peace to watch this game of football, and when the game is done, you know how we do it, not so? The match reaction is going to be up next onto this channel. I sign out for now. See you later.